Pedaling is something most of us do without even thinking about, but if that's you, then you're missing a trick. Like most things in cycling, there's a technique to doing it well. There's a well-worn phrase which is to pedal in circles. Essentially, this means that you should think about using all 360 degrees of the pedal stroke, not just pressing down at the beginning of the stroke. The key is to eliminate dead spots in the circle by pedaling all the way through. In practice then, when you get to the bottom of the pedal stroke, you should pull your foot back and then up. The technique here feels like scraping your foot back. You should feel this effort in your hamstrings at the back of your legs. When your pedal moves into the final up phase of the stroke, the feeling is one of lifting your knees by recruiting your hip flexors. This action doesn't add much in terms of power to the pedal stroke, but it's fundamental to making it a smooth action. A good way of becoming familiar with the phases of the pedal stroke is to slow the movement down. Ride up a hill and select a much larger gear than is comfortable. Pedal at around 40 revs per minute, keeping your hands resting lightly on the bars and your upper body still. When doing this, it should be really clear when you have a naturally strong surge in the pedal stroke and where the dead spots are as you struggle to turn the pedals. Practicing with a slow cadence means that you can concentrate much more on recruiting the right muscles to help with the full pedal stroke than if you were pedaling at 90 revs per minute. When you're familiar with the feeling of a full pedal stroke, it's time to smooth things out. Mountain bikers know all about this, as when on loose surfaces, it's key to prevent any surges in power in order to maintain traction. Try to avoid stamping on the pedals. It can help to only think about the second half of the pedal stroke. The principle is similar when riding out of the saddle, except that you won't be able to perform a scraping action at the bottom of the stroke. Lift your feet on the upstroke to unweight them, and if you're really putting out a lot of power, pull up as well with your hamstrings and hip flexors. This also counters the effect of the downstroke, which prevents you pulling too much on the handlebars. It should be possible to transfer maximum power out of the saddle without yanking on the bars. The reality is that very few pros pull up much on the pedals, but it's the action that everyone should aim to do. Some power meters allow you to see real-time power outputs during a stroke, such as a watt bike. This can really help with training for a full and smooth pedaling action. Make sure your saddle is at the right height. It's impossible to pedal smoothly if your seat is too high, and it's much harder to recruit the right muscles if your seat is too low. Practice on a turbo or rollers by pedaling one-legged. Even riding rollers with two legs means you have to be super smooth, and it's a great way to learn, but doing it one-legged really works all the muscles needed, and if done enough, can hardwire into your brain the pattern of muscle recruitment. Try some slow cadence drills that will teach you where the dead spots on the pedal stroke are and what action helps to get you over it. Keep your upper body motionless and hands resting on the bars to make sure your legs are doing all the work. So this back bit here is the mechanics section. Just go take a look inside. Okay, so in here, as you can see, we're getting completely in the way of the mechanics at the moment. And that's because they have to use this every day. As you can see,